Tabitha here with another video. I talk a lot about how amazing drama teaching is and how much I love my job, but for this video I'm going to be talking about 7 reasons to not be a drama teacher. So here we go. Reason number 1 to not become a drama teacher. I love watching interviews of actors and different kinds of people, and something that I hear a lot that actors say in interviews if they have advice for aspiring actors is, if you would be equally happy doing anything else, go do it. And that's just because acting is such a tough life that if it is not your number 1 passion, and if there is something else that would give you just as much fulfillment that might be more stable, it would just make more sense to go that route. Why would you purposefully put yourself through more stress? Similarly with drama teaching, though not as drastic, it's if you know you want to be a teacher, and if you feel just as passionately about teaching English or social studies or math or being a regular classroom teacher, if drama and those things are literally equal for you, go with the other thing, just because there are gonna be more jobs, you're gonna be more respected in the community, you're not gonna get cut as easily if there are budget cuts, especially during a time like this, like the pandemic. I did have that moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a drama teacher, if someone needs to get cut, it might be me. So you don't want to have that feeling, and you don't want to be in that position if you're like, oh, I should have just gotten my other degree or gotten certified in that other subject that I feel just as passionately about. That being said, there are a lot of dual programs out there. NYU does have a certification you can get, at least for New York, but I think you could transfer it to other states. They have a dual certification for English and theater, and they also have a dual certification for social studies and theater. I know Adelphi University also has an English and theater certification, so you could be certified to teach both. So that might be a cool option if you're able to find something that would let you be certified in both the other thing you're passionate about teaching and theater. That's the best of both worlds, so you don't have to give up being a drama teacher all the way. Me personally, I do not feel that way about anything else. I told you guys in my other videos how I became a drama teacher is when I was an English major in college. I thought that I could be happy teaching another subject. I thought I could be a happy English teacher, but I quickly realized no, the only thing I am passionate about teaching is theater. So that is why I only got my certification in theater, because the most important thing to me was that I was teaching what I was passionate about, and that I knew I would not be happy teaching anything else, so why even go through all that work if I didn't want a job for that anyway. But like I said, to reiterate, if in your heart and in your head they are equal, please give yourself more of a safety net. Second reason to not become a drama teacher is if the school you are teaching in is more important than what you're teaching. So what I mean is, some people grow up and their biggest dream is to teach in this school, or I want to go back and teach in my high school, or I want to specifically live in this town. If that is the most important thing in the world to you, and that is more important than the actual subject you are teaching, drama probably wouldn't be the best thing for you to be certified in, especially just drama, because think about it, most schools, if they do have a drama teacher, there's usually only one, and if there are more than one, it's not a lot. And honestly, drama teacher jobs, if you're a drama teacher at a school and you love your job, they probably won't be leaving their job anytime soon, because the job market is so difficult. So the jobs won't open up as quickly as some other jobs will. If your dream is to teach in a specific place or in a specific school, then again, give yourself a wider safety net. Go get certified in other things so that you have more of a chance of getting a job in that school if that is your top priority. For me, like I said in my past videos, I was totally okay with moving. I just wanted to be a drama teacher. I didn't really care where. So if you feel like that, then maybe you can go ahead and just get that drama certification. Reason number 3 to not become a drama teacher is if you are still trying to have a career in something else, like if you want to be an actor, Being a drama teacher, especially a full-time drama teacher in a school, that is not the kind of job you want to make money while you are auditioning for shows. A lot of actors have safety jobs to help support them while they're struggling through an artist career, which is totally fine, but a full-time theater teaching position is not the kind of job that will let you audition for shows. It is not the kind of job where you can just drop it whenever you get a contract. It is a full-time job, and it takes up a lot of work, and it takes up a lot of emotions. Usually you're directing a show. You can't just leave your kids. So I know a lot of people that they're thinking of becoming a drama teacher. Oh, maybe I could teach while I'm auditioning until I find something. Maybe you could teach part-time, or maybe you could teach at an after-school program, or maybe being a teaching artist, maybe some form of teaching or tutoring that is more flexible. But as far as becoming a full-time drama teacher, I think you should only become a full-time drama teacher if that is what you want to do, that is what you want for your job, because it really is a full-time job. And teaching in general is a full-time job, and you really won't have the energy, the time, or the ability to pursue a career in the arts if you are a full-time teacher, in my opinion. Reason number 4 to not become a drama teacher, which might be a little controversial, is if you feel like you've given up your actual dream, which might be acting or performing or designing, and you're like, oh, I'll just teach. The reason I have this on the list is because that just makes my heart sad. Because first of all, teaching in general, any teacher will tell you how difficult it is to be a teacher, and also how much of yourself you give to your students and how rewarding it is if you really love it. So the idea of it being somebody's desperate last resort, like, oh, I guess I'll just teach, that just really makes me sad. It makes me sad for you, and it makes me sad for your students, because first of all, you don't deserve to be doing something that takes this much work and this much energy if you don't love it. And your students would deserve an actual drama teacher who wants to be a drama teacher and who is living their dream being a drama teacher. That's just my 2 cents. Reason number 5 to not become a drama teacher is if you don't like people. And that's different than being an introvert. For example, I am an introvert. I consider myself an introvert, but I also like people. So, as far as liking kids, I guess it is totally normal to have an age group that you prefer to work with. So if you're like, oh, I don't like working with little kids, or oh, I definitely don't like working with teenagers, don't feel like you have to feel confident with every single age group in order to become a drama teacher. I personally do. As of now, I've only taught elementary full-time, but I have worked with high school and middle schoolers in smaller projects, and I feel like I am comfortable with all of the grades. But if you're like, oh, I can only teach little kids, or I'm only comfortable teaching high school or even college, that is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with having a favorite age group. What there is something wrong with is people who don't like working with people in general, any age. If you are not going to like your students, if you are not going to care about them as humans, it doesn't matter how old they are, they're still going to need that from their teachers. So if you're one of those people that don't have patience with people, that don't like helping people, and I'm not even saying that in a bad way, I just know a lot of people that they would rather not deal with people all day. That just exhausts them. And it could really drain you out if you are not that type of person, because being a teacher is not an office job, and there's good in that and there's bad in that. And one of the bad is that you have to deal with people most of your day, every day, especially as a drama teacher, because theater is so hands-on, theater is so active. You're going to be casting people in shows, you're going to be dealing with angry parents, you're going to be dealing with divas, you're going to be dealing with shy kids, you're going to be dealing with outgoing kids, and that really doesn't matter what age group you're dealing with, you're going to need to deal with people a lot. So if you are really uncomfortable dealing with people, if that's not your strong suit, or if that just exhausts you emotionally, being a drama teacher probably isn't for you. My final reason to not become a drama teacher kind of ties them all together, and I've kind of touched on it throughout this whole thing, is if you don't love it. And I don't mean that you have to love teaching no matter what. For example, I know that if you put me in front of a classroom to teach math, I would probably hate it. If you put me in front of a classroom with angry teenagers, I'd probably hate it. If you put me in a kindergarten classroom all day long, I love teaching kindergarten, but I only have them a few periods a day, if that. I don't know if I could deal with them all day, and that's just me being honest. There is nothing wrong with being a teacher who doesn't love every single possible world of teaching. However, you need to at least love theater. You need to at least love teaching theater. You need to at least love people. And you need to at least love the idea of teaching someone theater, okay? It's okay to have a favorite age group, but whatever age group you think is your favorite age group, the idea of you teaching theater, it has to be something that gives you excitement, that makes you wake up in the morning, because it is what you're going to be spending most of your life doing, most of your day doing. And like I've said in all my other videos, teaching is such a difficult job in general. You don't make a lot of money, so if you're going to do it, you have to love it. Teaching theater, especially, if you're going to do it, you have to love it. Otherwise, what's the point? Why are you putting yourself through all of this? Why are you directing shows? Why are you in a career where there are less jobs if you don't love it? There would be no reason to do that to yourself. So as long as you love it and all of these other things sound good to you, then being a teacher is so rewarding, and all the students would be lucky to have you in your classroom. Thank you so much for listening to my video. If there's anything that you can think of that I may have forgotten, any other reasons to not be a drama teacher, please leave them below in the comments. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.